All right. Hello, everybody. I'm back live. So last video was what to bring to boot camp. Hold on, let me check. Yes, what to bring. All right. So next video is what to expect while there. So first, when I went through, it was 10 weeks. That was in June to August of 2023. So I'm very fresh out. Um, so First week is your P days, so it's medical processing, your document processing, life insurance setup. We did that during week one. It's either it was something. And then PTAC 5 is your initial assessment, and then you go to your ship or barracks. So initial assessment consists of push-up, plank, and the amazing pacer test you took in high school. So if you fail it, that's okay. Don't go to sick call that day, or else you immediately get rolled back. We lost like 6 people on P5 because they went to sick call. So yeah, yeah. Anyways, so P days good to go. If you go during 96, your P days turns into a 9 day session, and it's awful. That's what happened with me because I went in. What was that holiday called? It's like June, not June 10th, Juneteenth. Yeah. So that was my first weekend in boot camp. So apparently we're on a 96 because for some reason it's a federal holiday, and our P days were like double the length because of it. We had a lot of 96s when I was in boot camp, or I think it was two, but it was still a lot. It was still a lot. So we had a 9 day P phase. Then one tac one, you jump straight into swimming. Swim test is very easy. If you don't pass it, you just retake it. They don't really push you off the board. It's a guiding gesture. Unless you hold on to the bar, then get off the board. Don't be dumb. Just fall. If they say, "Hey, we're pulling you out," just accept it. Um, do you swim, which is a 10-foot board, then 50 yards, and then a 5-minute float. Cover all inflation. Something else. I think there's something else. And then you get abandoned ship. Abandoned ship. It's another 10-foot platform. We have a life vest on, so when you go down and you plug your nose and shit, hold your vest down, or else you'll hit the water and it shoots up into the jaw. Um, then you swim, you make your daisy chain of people, and then one gets into the raft and pulls everybody else up. After that, shower change, march back. The next 2 weeks are mostly paperwork and processing stuff. Or well, week two is a lot of paperwork and classes. Same with week one, and then week three from three to oh, you also have your first test sometime in week three. At least for me, I was there for 10 weeks, 11 if you count P days. Um, so you man, so you have your T1. T1, very easy test. Like I was on watch for most of those classes and I still passed just fine. Um, so you get through T1, then you'll have DMI, dynamic material inspection. Yeah, it's basically rack layout and how to make your rack and all that. Very easy. If you get hit on that, then there's something wrong with you. See, you'll also have your first uniform inspection. It's going to be in your end ups. It's stupid easy. Like you get one question, they check your shoes. That's about it, and your belt. Let's see. You also have drill inspection, which is can you march to the next? And if you were like me in ship four, it was on the complete other side of base, but it was like two turns and we were there. So you get your green flag. Uh, let's see. Then you get into line handling, which is about mid-week three. Yeah, yeah, because that's when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, which was like 3-1, and then we started doing our line handling and seamanship. 3-5, you do your Marlin spike, which you get onto the fake ship and fuck up a bunch and then get yelled at. Yeah. Then you get into your applications week, which is the most fun week of them all. You start out learning firefighting, uh, how to don the gear, all that stuff, damage control, and then the gas chamber, which honestly didn't even affect me that much. I remember I saw my RDC and he looked directly at me, biggest smile on his face, waiting for me to get that inhale. Took off my mask and just inhaled just fine. So, yes, I'm like my dad. Anyways, um, hmm, yeah, so that's all week four is applications. You also have your RDC assessment, which is basically just a PRT. Just see where you're at. And then next is live fire, which is your week five. I didn't get to do that because some fucking idiot shot himself in the foot right the week before we started. And commanding officer said, "We're gonna shut the entire thing down," and then retired. So we had a new commanding officer trying to figure out those issues. Good times. So yeah, yeah. So that's week five. So we're at the halfway point. Oh man, you'll have like one or two phone calls in there by then. Next is your application test. So you'll have your firefighting assessment, your line handling assessment, firefighting assessment, and you would have had your live fire, but some kid shot himself in the foot. So that's how you get your applications flag. You'll have another drill inspection. You'll have your NSU inspection, which yet again, very easy. They don't even require you shine your shoes for that one because that's like after PI 3. Um, yeah, so that's all your assessments. Once you pass those, you have 2 weeks to. No, you have like. No, ours was 2 weeks, yeah, because it was week 7 for us, something like that. So you got like a week, week and a half to practice for battle stations. You do that. Next day is fucking awful because A-Rod can't call cadence, Artbach doesn't know what's going on, and nobody slept for the past 36 hours. So good times. And then after all that funny stuff, you go to the next. You make your I'm a sailor phone call. Um, that's like an hour long. Each phone call is about an hour long, unless your RDC takes time away, because they don't have to give you a phone call every phase. But if they do, it starts at an hour. They can take time away, etc., etc. Yeah. So about a week after battle stations, we did the OPFA. If you failed, you just retook it. I think we had one kid get set back on that, and that was like 2 days before graduation. It was awful. But in between OPFA or battle stations and OPFA, you have your PI 3, which is in your dress uniform. Mine was in my whites, and that one you don't shine your shoes for. Once you pass, if you pass PI 3, you get to use your Blue Jackets manual now, and it's a lot better. Yeah. Now you have an 8 point. Now you have Blue Jackets. You're done. All it is now is for us, it was a couple weeks of classes. Hell, the last week there was like two classes on how not to be financially irresponsible. And then you graduate. Ours was Friday, August 25th, 2023. Division 222. It's very straightforward. Keep your head down. Don't uh don't fuck up. Next video probably be it's gonna start getting a lot more rate specific. Uh because I can't speak for an MA. I can't speak for a BM. I can't speak for what's not my rate. So following naval videos on what to expect are going to be a lot more AC specific. Um, Uniform stuff applies to everybody, which I'll probably show a couple of videos on like how to sew certain items, the regulation for them, what's in my boot shine kit, shoe shine kit. Yeah. So from from here on, the next video in this series is going to be AC specific. That being said, see you.